Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the And I'm Standing on It podcast. Man,
Yo,
we got
yo,
our boy Reflection back on here with
the
another
bad
one.
guy's back.
The boy
The
got the
bad
mask
guy's
on
back.
tonight. I don't
Because
know what the
because
mask is about.
because after tonight, I'm gonna have to get you to hide my face.
So he want to hide his face, y'all, and he said he going in tonight, man. Also, we got another a new guest on here. We got the homie Diamond. She's on here, man. She didn't want to show her face tonight because she might
What's
go
up,
in.
Diamond?
How's it going?
Hello, hello,
It's
hello.
going.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have some other people popping in and out throughout the show tonight, so I want to get that out there. But yeah, look, so we got two topics tonight that I want to go over. The first topic, man, which I think is really important, and I really want to get y'all input on this, and let me know if this is doable. Is it realistic? Can you be friends with an ex? And I'm gonna let you start off with that, Diamond.
I think it is possible. There are some circumstances where it is not possible because of how things went. But in some situations, just because things didn't work out between us doesn't mean that I was a bad person or they were a bad person. We just either grew apart or we both fell into something that wasn't what we thought it was. So I absolutely, I mean, my friend just came out here to visit me, and the first stop that they made when they got off the plane was to come visit me. And I call her my friend, but she's actually my ex-husband's wife. So the first place they came when they came to visit Vegas was to come see me. So it is possible.
Yeah. Now, are you able to go around your ex-husband? Do like all you guys hang out together, or do you just hang out with the new woman? Now, I guess you say that's
Oh
in his life.
no, they both were out here, and I mean a lot of it too is for the kids. Like my kids consider him dad still, even though he wasn't their dad. And so he has always stayed in their life even after we split up. And so it's always one of them things too, like to show my kids that just because something didn't work out doesn't mean that like things that happened between us wasn't a bad thing. It just timing didn't follow through. And so we're still good people. And we could have Thanksgiving dinner together. Like they're my kid's dad and I actually
Fuck
have
no.
holidays.
So
Fuck no.
there's never been any jealousy moments or any of that? No rekindling, no uh, something on the side, trying to be slick, like none of that ever happened?
Not in these situations. I know other people that has been something that they've dealt with, but with like myself and my personal experience, no, it has not been a thing because we were done and we were done. And why are we going to go back to what we were done from?
Okay. Now let me go ahead and hop on over here to reflection. Now, reflection. Anybody from your past,
No.
man, or not even just you. We're gonna dig a little bit deeper. A lady in your life, someone from her past, can she be friends with a old fling, an old lover, old boyfriend, old husband?
Fuck no. And I'm gonna tell you why. Usually when I'm done with something, it's like a backpack. It's behind me, dude. I'm not doubling back on no level. I'm not saying when I see her, I'm not gonna nod my head or I'm not gonna respect her, but it's going to end there. I'm not doing nothing else with that. We're not hanging out. Don't text me happy birthday because you know my birthday date. Don't text me happy Father's Day. None of that. What's the logic in that? Concerning the kids, it's going to be a drop off and a pickup. I take that personal and close to heart. If you didn't find a jewel in me in our relationship, why the fuck would I want to take that after?
Yeah.
That's leftovers. I'm not taking no leftovers. No friendship leftovers, no nothing. I got
Mm.
enough friends.
I see. That's why you got the mask on tonight. He going all the
I'm,
way in.
I'm not, I can't do it like because I know what I bring to the table in a relationship, and I get hurt if I find out I put my all in that. Now it depends on. There's always an exception to the rules depending on how we broke up. If it was a
Mhm.
mess, I'm definitely not trying to see your face again. You know, do bad by myself. But if it was applicable and it was peaceful breakup, if I go to your workplace because I need to go buy something there, if you work at Lowe's or Walmart and I happen to run into you, cool. I'll say how you been or what's up like that, and that's as far as it go. But as far as us hanging out, and as she said earlier, coming over to a barbecue or something, hell no. The past is the past. It's over.
So, you know, yeah, I get what you're saying. I think on my end of it, could I be with someone and then she's still friends with an ex? I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm not going to entertain it, you know, and I'm just being honest. You know, I feel that you guys experienced something at one point that was intimate. He knows a lot about you. And if he's an ex and I'm the new guy, that means he knew you before you met me. He knew about your turn-ons before I knew about your turn-ons.
Usually.
He know how to make you uncomfortable, and I don't need that to be brought into our relationship. You know what I mean? And I just can't be fake about it. I can't have you come around and I'm gonna smile on his face like it's all good, even though he didn't do anything to me. It just that mental. You know what I mean?
Especially if he's a black dude. Especially if he's a black dude. No, but I'm just saying the difference I'm making is if she knows a white guy gonna keep it moving. He gonna keep it professional. A nigga gonna try to throw that shit in your face when he see you. The way he talk, the way he move, he gonna try to make you feel some type of way because you know how we are. We like to try to stunt on the other nigga. Say, yeah, my dick was bigger than yours. Yeah, what's up? You know, a white guy not gonna play that. He's just gonna kind of tuck his head, or even if he keep his head up, he's not gonna play that personal. Niggas be playing personal when they bag your ex. So even on that level, watching that too. Nope.
Oh man, I don't know, but I don't know about that. That boy threw the mask on.
That's involving your ex. That's involving your ex. Cause when I go pick my kid up, don't try to stun on me, nigga, when you come to the door. You need to respect that and remove yourself from that because that has nothing to do with you. It's me and my ex. We're dealing with the kids. Go take your ass in the living room and let us conversate about the kids. If you feel disrespected, then you can check that. But other than that, don't try to show your face at the door and hand off my child. That's not your child. That's me and your now girl's child. I know our niggas be playing that.
But we talking about the girl being friends with an ex. You know what I mean? And I think
that's why I couldn't be friends with her because she's got to have somebody else. If she's single, then that's different.
Mm-hmm. So
if I
on Diamond end, Diamond I think was stating that they're cordial and they're cool because of the kids' sake, because they know this guy as dad. How do you feel like that? Like if you got kids,
I can't do the she brought up the invites, the barbecue or something, she said. I'm not getting that close to my past.
But if they know that other person as a parent, right? You won't allow your kids to be around, or y'all can't be cordial for the kid.
If it's at a park or something, and it's not so personal, and I don't have my feelings on my sleeve. But if it's at a park or something like that, you know, but I'm not going to be just in close proximity. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna end up standing next to her, and what we gonna talk about, then I got to worry about if he's feeling like, am I trying to get back in, or, you know, it's like, and I'm not a disrespectful nigga, so I'm not gonna be wanting to be talking to another nigga's girl, which is my former girl anyway. So that whole eating out and togetherness, nah, you gotta make sure that's strategized properly.
So let me ask you, Diamond. You still there, Diamond? Hey, G.
Yep.
So Diamond, on the flip end, because I understand the angle you coming from, how long has that been going on, and how does it work within your guys' kind of structure?
Well, like I said, when they came out here to Las Vegas for a work thing, we all saw each other, hung out a little bit. And then, but like when it comes to holidays and things like that, I'm welcome. If my kids are going there for Thanksgiving, Christmas, whatever, I'm invited too.
Oh wow!
Hell
Yeah.
no. I mean, no disrespect, but hell no.
So you guys do a whole kind of like just a big family thing.
At times, there's some times that I have other things that I'm doing or that we don't do together, but that option is there if we choose to. We're civil enough because for us, it's more like our kids shouldn't have to pick where they want to be because the kids are grown now. And so trying to fit like this family and that family and the next family in, they shouldn't have to do that. We should be grown enough to like, just because shit didn't work out between us, I can put that aside. He can put that aside. And for our kids, be there and let them enjoy their holiday with everybody they care about and love.
Gotcha.
No, I do that already. I do that already, but I don't have to play a role in that togetherness. I do that already with my two kids. I don't
And
get in the way of.
that,
I don't
yeah,
even.
but
I
like
don't get
for
in the way of their meeting with their father on that end, on one of my child's father on that end. I don't get away. I don't get in between the mother and the father of the other child. But I don't get in the mix of that either. That's
it,
weird to me. But I know how to be professional with it. But I just don't be in the mix with it.
yeah, well, for me, it's my kids only have so much time in the day. They are both in the military. They only get so much time apart, like from that. So therefore, for me, if they only have that limited time, they shouldn't have to pick which one of us they want to come see or which one of us they want to, spend that holiday with. So we need
So
to be
that's why
there
so that's why you do a joint venture. That's why you do it together because of the
at
time
times.
frame.
Yeah, at times, yeah, they shouldn't have to, not to mention there's times like we don't live that close together, especially with me now living out here. So if I'm home and there's something going on, let's just all do it right then so that we can all get time with the kids. And then the kids don't feel like they're in a spot where who are they picking? Who are they, is about them. Whether I'm, was still cordial, friendly with that person or not, I'd tuck my feelings aside and still put that face on, even if I wasn't, but that's
Well,
because
it's a
also
trust.
but that's like you said, though, hold on. Like you said, the way our relationship split, it wasn't nasty. It wasn't mean. It wasn't like bad. It was just like it grew apart. So I can't say that it would be the same way if things were like bad in the end. It might have been different.
It's a trust factor with me though, because let's say I'm now in a new relationship and I let my ex come back around when my now new relationship begin to start to fall apart and have problems. Then who am I going to resort to? Who am I going to slide a text to? Or who am I going to kind of confide in? If me and my ex is cool, and me and my now relationship is going through some turbulence. So that's already given the devil an opportunity to double back in that area. So why play with
That's
that?
That's a choice, though, because as a man, you shouldn't confide in any woman about a relationship issue. You should always be going to another man, not another woman who could be taking that potential to slide herself into a situation and make it worse between you and whatever's going on. It should always be with you. Me, I should always be going to another female, not a family member, but another female. I should not
Not
be
in
going
all
to a
cases.
man.
Not in all cases.
No,
A nigga
no,
like me,
because
I've always had more female friends than I did guy friends every time because of my gentlemanism, my energy, my
I
comfort,
always
my
have more
strength
male
around them.
friends too. I
I've
always
always,
have more male friends too.
but I've never disrespected my relationship
Hold
with
on,
that
what?
though.
Why does it
If
sound
I
so
was in a
fucked up?
relationship, I discontinued it. If I was in a relationship, I discontinued it. The only time I saw them again is if I met them through the passing. If I met them with my goings and comings. But my partner was well aware of that.
Okay. Well, we got G who just entered, man. So welcome to the show, G. She had that Obama Wi-Fi thing, but she on here now. So G,
She got the
She
zebra.
is on
She got
here
the
now,
zebra
but
stripes.
I can't hear what you are all saying. Why is it in and out, up and down?
we
can hear you though.
We can hear you. You was going in and out. You was disappearing off, coming back on, disappearing, coming on.
No, I wasn't. I've
There you
been
go.
here.
All right, welcome. So let me ask you, G,
Why,
can you be
homeboy,
friends with the
reflection?
next?
Why do you have that mask on?
See, he
Because
said
I'm
it at
shooting
the
shots
beginning.
tonight. I'm shooting shots. No face, no case.
That's it. He said he going in tonight, and somebody gonna get their feelings hurt. So that's why he wanted to put the mask on.
Yeah. So if I see you out and about and I try to get at you, I don't want you saying, "Nah, nigga, when you at? Nah, yeah." Shooting
Yeah.
shots.
But
None of this
back
is
what-
working out right now. There's so much in and out. What is this?
All
Is
right, well,
this
let's go
just
back to
me,
Diamond
or
then
is
real
it
quick.
your guys' too?
Let's go back to
Is
Diamond
this
real
just
quick.
me, or is it your guys' too?
No, just you.
I'm not sure
It's
you're
just
gonna be able to
me.
hear me.
Yeah, I
It's
can hear
not-
you.
All right,
I can
because
hear
there's a
you.
bunch of sirens going by at the moment.
Hey,
Okay, I'm going to try
Reflection.
to disconnect and reconnect, but because I want to hear, I want to be a part of this.
Uh-oh,
all
somebody
right,
just
connect
chimed
and come
in.
back on so we can keep the show going. Hey, Reflection, read the screen real quick. What Callie said.
Okay, but it's
Yo,
not
what are
like
you,
this.
what are you
It's
talking
not
about?
like
I'm on
Chibity's
my cell
property
phone. What
for
are you
any
talking
of you guys.
No, we're
Hey,
Yeah, that's better.
hey, it's not
You're better
Chibity's
now.
property for any of you guys. It's just like that for me.
and just for you, log out and log back in. But we're live right now, so we gotta keep the show going.
Okay, okay,
right.
let me do that
Fix the connection. Okay.
What
So
is he
she
saying?
said-
What is he saying?
real quick.
She said she's gonna stay quiet tonight. She don't want you on her head.
What's that?
Don't talk
What's that?
shit. Don't talk
She
shit.
said she wants you on her head. But reflection.
What?
So I
What's
think
up?
I think you and Diamond to
I'm
get back
all
to
here for
the
this shit
subject
talking
here.
though. If you really want to be real, okay, I'm gonna tap out real quick and then I'm gonna come back and leave studio. I'll be back.
All right.
You're fixed now. You wasn't going in and out no more.
Hey, don't worry about it, because that was just an
Okay.
interruption real quick. So Lando in the building, man. I see you in the comments, boy. But yeah, hey, so I think you and Diamond was hitting on the same thing, but y'all, I think y'all was coming from two different angles. And,
Yeah, because there's so many layers. There's so many layers to your affiliation to your ex. There's so many layers. But that's a very fragile situation, and you have to be careful how you move with it.
I'll tell you this, and I'm gonna start one with like a kid situation. So, I used to be married, and I got divorced a long time ago, and got a son. And when I go out and visit, I do go pick them up. I do go into the household. I let them know that I'm on the way there to pick them up, but I'm more in and out. I don't stay the night there. I already have a hotel room somewhere else. I pick him up. Now, there are times I do know that he wants to experience that whole kind of family dynamic, right? So there are times we do lunch together, me, him, the mom, or whatnot, and it's separate. Like when we're in the car, for instance, he sits in the front seat, she sits in the back seat. We go to restaurants. Me and her aren't close together like that. We're not even having really one-on-one conversations like that. It's a family open table thing, laugh, joke, and then we go home and we be about our business. You know what I mean? Because I think what it is too is you still have, and I'm also coming from the angle too, as when I'm going to see my son coming as a single man going to visit him, right? Now things could be a little bit different if I'm in a relationship with a woman too. But I think it's important for the kid to witness, at times both parents together can get along, be mature about things, because hell, these kids, they're gonna be adults too one day. You know what I mean? And
Right, that's both parents though. That's both parents. But that third wheel was what get me. I'm not being around no nigga that's piping my ex. I'm not being around no baby mama. I'm not doing it. I got nothing to say to him, like nothing. And I'm not coming for beef or nothing, but I ain't got nothing to say to him. I'm not trying to eat with that dude. I'm not trying to hold a conversation with him. Because what if my ex has to attend to the baby, that's the kids that's there, or got to go to the restroom, and now me and that nigga sitting at the table. What I got to say to you, and maybe it's a black or white thing. Maybe black folks might deal with those tensions different from white people, but that's just my analogy. I'm not trying to chop it up with nobody that's now piping down my ex.
Is that how you look at it? Oh, that guy is just piping down my ex.
He's with her. He's with her now. How else am I going to look at it?
But why are
He's
you
with her
looking
now?
at it like just that? Like, oh, he's just piping down my ex instead of looking at it like he actually like might love this woman that I didn't know how to handle. He might actually be there for the woman that I didn't know how to
Right, but
hold,
how am I wrong if I don't want to be around? But how am I wrong if I don't want to be around that threesome dynamic?
You're not wrong for not wanting to be his best friend. You're not wrong for that, but you would be wrong for not wanting to be. Oh, if you have it, that's one of the things to me personally. Being friends with your ex, if you have kids with them, you have to consider the possibility of being friends or being cordial with them. You need to either be cordial
Yes, with the
them
ex.
or
Yes,
you
with
need
my
to be
issue is
friends
not.
with them. But
No,
if
my
you don't
issue is
have
not with
kids
the
them,
ex.
I'm gonna listen to you. What was that?
My issue is not the ex. My issue is not doing business and mature handoff to handoff with kids, or just dealing with the ex in a mature fashion. But I'm not dealing with the third wheel part of it. What did that have to do with me? So what relationships do I have to have with the dude?
So
I
the
think the question
relationship
right here
that
on
you
the
would have to
screen.
have with the other third party is what I'm talking about. Is if you have kids with an ex, then you have to consider being friends with your ex. I don't think that you should really consider, should I be friends with an ex if you don't have kids with them?
No,
Motherfucker,
but
you
you're getting
didn't
it
work
wrong.
out.
I'm talking
You
about
didn't
her
work
now.
out while you were together. So why are you even thinking about that possibility? You didn't work out while you had kids together, or while you didn't have kids together. So you don't need to think about that. But if you have kids
I'm
together, you should think about the possibility of getting along with whoever your ex is, who they're fucking with now, so that your kids could have the best future.
Oh, so you saying getting along with her now guy?
Yeah.
No. What did I have to?
I
Why do I
agree.
have to do that?
No,
There's no,
you
there's
should
no
want to.
logic
You
in
should
that.
want to know what that. There is actually the logic behind it is that person is also adding to your child's life. So
Yes.
therefore, you should be able to know if they're a good person or not. You should make sure they're on the same parenting pages as you, that they're going to teach your kids the right way to be, the things that they should want to be. You want to make sure that that person is, and be able to have a
No,
conversation with
you
them
do that.
if they're
No,
not
you
on
do
that
that.
same level.
That's a meet and greet. You guys are talking about more
That's
social.
not a
You
meet
guys
and
are
greet
talking about
because it's never surface level. That's deep. Your kids and
okay,
you are
okay. So
deep.
so it's like when a father meets his daughter's first date.
No, that's not.
As a
'Cause
man,
that's not deep. 'Cause your
as
daughter's first date is not
I don't.
deep.
No, listen. My daughter's first date come by the crib. I don't need an itinerary or his resume. All I
No,
need
you
is
don't.
is to chop it up with him because I'm that smart. I already know. I don't need to know about the next man. I'm gonna
Okay.
find that out through my kids. I'm gonna find that out through my kids. If my kids are
You're
being
not gonna
abused, if they
find
being
that out
touched,
through your kids. You need to
let
teach
me
your kids
finish.
that
Well,
shit.
I don't know. Let me finish. I don't know how into. Do you have kids?
I have two.
I'm a full-time dad,
And I'm
so
gonna tell you
I got
before
you
I
beat
even had
already.
kids, before
I
I
got
even
you
had
beat
kids,
already.
I grew
Are
up
you a
with
full-time
a
mom?
family that had
Are you
8
a full?
children.
Answer the question. Are you a full-time mom?
Am I a full-time mom? Are you a
Yes.
full-time daddy?
Yeah. Yeah. I just said that. If you let me talk, I'm a full-time dad.
Are
I
you?
came for water today. Yeah, I'm a full-time dad. I know my kids ins and outs and DNA like that.
Why are you a
I'm
full-time
on it like
dad?
that.
Why did you pick a mom that you wouldn't have as a full-time mom?
How do you know she's not?
I'm asking you because you said you're a full-time
No.
dad.
Yeah. What does she have to do with my time?
You said you're a
My
full-time dad.
indulgence.
Why
I
does
know, but
mom
my
not
indulgence.
have 50%? And why
You know
did you
she
pick her?
doesn't. But how do you know she doesn't?
Because you said you're a
I have to
full-time
do it.
dad, so therefore she can't be a full-time
Well,
mom. Correct?
so I'm there, but I'm saying, why do you feel like I'm not there? Why do you feel like I'm
You're
not
the
there,
one
even
that's
though
telling
she's
me.
there?
You're the
If
one
we,
that's
if we,
telling me. I'm listening to what you're saying.
if we're no, you're not. No, you're not. If we're at the park, if me and her is at the park with the kids, if she's running around with them, I'm running with them. If she's swinging them, I'm swinging them. We're in the same race. I'm right there. So what did you take that from, that I was separating the mom from my presence? Just because I say I'm a full-time dad, it's not me saying the mom's not there. Where'd you get that?
Well, I read through it because
No, you can't. You have
I've
to act.
been through enough in life to where I can hear, not even through knowing you, but I can hear tone. I can look through gestures and I can see through that mask, baby.
No, but you have to. But you don't know me though. You have to. You would have been better to ask and say, "Is the mother active?" You build it up that way. But you went directly. Most of y'all women do that. You
I
go
don't need
direct.
you to tell me how to build it up.
You can't accuse. See, you judging me
I'm
off
not
your past.
accusing. I'm being opinionated,
just-
and I'm letting you know what I see and what I
No,
feel.
because you said your past dictated the judgment towards me,
I'm
and I'm
letting
not
you
your
know what I
past.
see and what I feel
By your past
by you,
feelings.
by looking at
No.
you right now through the screen.
No, but earlier you said by your past dealings.
By looking
So
at you right now.
You don't
this
see me
screen,
enough.
I'm telling
I'm
you what I
covered.
see.
You don't see me enough. I'm covered.
I know you too covered. What you covering up? What you covering up, motherfucker? What you covering up?
Hey, the comments say, go ahead, switch it.
But the point I'm making is,
they said the crash out is coming. 5, 4, 3, 2.
so the point I'm making is, why is it that just because a man say he's a full-time dad, he's exiting out the mom?
No, we're not gonna go back to that. I think she was just asking the question when you said the full time, because generally, because you got to think about it. Think about it on a one.
She assumed the mom wasn't there. She assumed the mother wasn't there.
And hold on, look. Think about it from a woman perspective. When we hear women saying, "I'm an independent woman. I raise my kid," and all this and that. Sometimes people automatically think she's doing it 100%, and there's no father around or present like that. So when you said full-time dad, she might have thought the same way, just in the opposite way of you saying you're a full-time dad.
Then ask that then. If you're having a touch conversation, you say,
I like the way that you broke it down for him, Freddie Benz. I like the way that you broke it down for him.
How two people gonna be full-time if, let's say, y'all both got joint custody 50-50?
It's like, I even feel bad when I would say that I'm a single mom, but I was a single mom as fuck. I never went after my ex-husband for child support. I never went after him for child support. I never went after him for anything. However he wanted to show up, I embraced it. But I was a single mother. It's something that, how I'm hearing you say that I'm like kind of embodying my own experience and putting it on you. It's not really that. It's just that, like, I listen
so if I said I'm heavily involved, would that dialogue be better than full-time dad? Would that help if I said I'm heavily involved? How would you perceive that?
Probably, yeah.
That's the same thing. That's the same thing.
No.
It's just the verbiage is different. I'm heavily involved. That leaves no room for emptiness. I'm heavily involved.
So
that means.
So what is the point? Is what I want to know.
All right. So let's go back.
What is the point of what? You brought up dealing with the ex and the ex partner.
Let's go back.
You and the other listener said that.
Hold on.
How you gonna be able to know the guy?
Can you be friends with an ex?
Yeah, we're gonna exit the kids now. I think we done touched.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you how we got on that. Wait, I'm gonna tell you how we got on that. No, I'm gonna tell you how we got on that.
I'm about to tell you.
We got on that. We got on that because they said I needed to know the guy my ex is dealing with in dating. So we
No.
brought up the kids.
So I don't
So
think that you should dictate how you operate based off any fucking person on this planet Earth.
What do you
Look,
mean?
here's what we gonna do. Hold on. We're gonna talk one at a time because I know the people watching probably got a hard time understanding what's going on and they probably getting lost if we on here talking getting lost. So look, one at a time, but we're gonna take the kid part out of it and let's go to if you're dating somebody, would you allow that person you're dating to be friends with her ex? It has at this point has nothing to do with who got kids or not. Just
Fuck no.
you single, you got a girl or she got a man. Can your girl be cool and friends with her ex-boyfriend? And can your
I don't
man be
trust
friends
her.
with your ex-girlfriend?
No, and ain't enough trust in the world.
Can't do it.
I would
Women always
say-
revert back to who they know and they're comfortable with.
I would definitely say whatever is in like what the court say, the best interest
No
of the
kids.
children.
No kids involved.
Okay, fuck that. Okay, no kids involved.
Yeah.
I really truly just want peace and joy for whoever I touch and whoever I meet in life. I want to leave them better. So I feel like that would be a part of it.
So
How was that your job? To leave
It's not my
your
job.
ex better
It's not my job.
if you're
It's
separated.
my heart. It's my heart. It's not my job. I wish that it wasn't even in my heart, but it's in me.
So did you do that when you guys were together? Were you that passionate? Because it has to be explained why you're separated. So somebody wasn't as passionate to get to the separation part.
His family did not like that he was dating someone who wasn't black.
there you go. So look, we got on the screen, we got Nicole on here. She says she's still best friends with her ex to this day, and they don't have any children together. Is that a no-go for you, or is that a go for you, Reflection?
If I see you through my comings and goings, I don't have no ill will. But as far as the hanging out and having to get along with the guy you're now with, fuck no.
No. You're with her. Let's say this girl Nicole on the screen. If this girl was your girl right now, she
Right.
said she's best friends with her ex. Are you going for it?
No. No, not at all.
Fuck no.
For what reason?
no.
There's no
Even
way.
the woman said, "Fuck no."
Fuck no.
No.
You're not
It's a
supposed
ripple.
to be
It's a
friends
ripple
with your
effect to
ex
that.
like that. If you're friends with your ex like that, then there's still boiling emotions. There's still boiling passion. There's still heat underneath the sheets.
Mm.
And we all know that. That's the like if you want to really lie about it, like if you're friends with your ex just for if you're keeping ties when you don't have to, oh yeah.
So it pretty much goes back what I said earlier. I don't have to know the dude like that. I'm gonna meet him once, and that's it. It's not my investigational job to know who she's with.
So we got Shaquita on here. She's asking Nicole, are they solely friends or friends with benefits? If I got to respond to it, I would say it really wouldn't matter if it's solely friends or friends with benefits. It's just not going to be on my watch. To me, it just ain't going to happen. You're not going to be, let's say we in a relationship and we serious with each other and we could be home chilling, laid up. Your ex-boyfriend is not going to be calling your phone. I can promise you that. That's just not going to happen.
Well,
And
you're
I
not
even also
going to
think-
take her serious, right?
I'm not going to take her serious.
I feel like a guy will still
because
talk
you're leaving the
to
door
a
open
woman.
for him.
And that's the thing, is I feel like a man will still talk to a woman even when he knows this shit, but you're not going to take her serious.
See, the thing is, you can be friends with her because, like, I mean, this how guys are, man. And Reflection, let me know if I'm wrong. Say you got the boyfriend, a guy, your ex will still be cool with you because you're not doing nothing wrong to him. your loyalty is no longer with your ex anymore. It's with that man you with today, right? So if we just use the word
What
cheating,
if you're not with anybody today and you
but
just
if you're
are?
not together with anybody, then you can do what you want. But if you're in a relationship that moved on with somebody new, to me, it's disrespectful. You know what I mean? Like if I'm in a relationship with someone now, a woman, and then I got an ex-girlfriend trying to get a hold of me, just out of respect for the girl that I'm with, them doors is closed. She shouldn't even have to tell me that. I should already know what to do to handle that. You know what I
Well,
mean?
why do I feel like men don't know how to do that?
Because men is a little bit different. Like you got men that'll say like they'll even get in your girl ear because he knows her. Y'all friends, right? He'll get in your ear. He might even still try to hate on you. She could say something like, "Oh, my boyfriend don't want me talking to you. We can't be cool. This and that." The first thing out his mouth is, "Oh, that nigga just hating. Oh, he just jealous." See, it's all good when it ain't being done to you. That same dude you call your friend, let him go get a girlfriend, and let me
Okay,
go
I
call
have a
your girl,
question.
see if it's all good. You know what I
I have a
mean? Can
question
I
for
be in
you.
your
Do you
girlfriend inbox? I bet you gonna feel some kind of way if I do it. You know? So when you do it back to somebody, they can't handle it. But when it's not being done to them, it's all good. Somebody jealous or they insecure or it's whatever it is. That's not, it's respect. It's not jealousy or insecurities.
Okay,
Oh,
it's
go ahead.
not respect, it's not insecurity, it's not jealousy. So I feel like men are extra egotistical. Maybe it's just the men that I'm attracted to, but I do still feel like it's all men.
Who was
when
the
you-
breadwinner in those situations?
Me.
Who was the breadwinner in those? You were? So that's why. I've always been the breadwinner in my situations. I'm talking about to the
What do you
level.
mean? Who was the breadwinner in those situations? What were
In,
those?
in your former situations, your former relationships, who handled the business at the highest elevation? Who brought in the money that took care of everything? Who was the go-to person that made the ship flow?
I wouldn't even put like a S at the end because it was like a 11-year relationship and it was just consistent and it was me.
Well, that's the flaw. With me, that can't be applied. I've always dominated in all areas.
How?
I've
You
always
got math.
dominated in all areas.
Take off
How?
your
Financial.
fucking mask.
I targeted the finances first. Most relationships go sour due to the lack of finances.
That's true.
You
The
know
more
what?
money,
I
the
don't
more time.
agree with that.
The more money,
I don't
the
agree
more
with that.
money,
That's
the more
100%.
time. Wait, one moment. The more money, the more time. A flower or rose can't grow if it's not constantly being watered. Sunshine. If you're done with the water, you bring the sunshine. I brought all of that. Consistency.
So
I was consistent.
one huge thing is that it's in when you are a woman and you live in your authenticity, and you are a man and you live in your authenticity, you will understand our roles. And I am such a sinner, but I do believe in God. I'm such a sinner, but I do believe in God. So a man, I do not think will ever feel like 100% like he's even capable of loving when he's not where he wants to be. And I
Yes, we
think
will.
that
You know what keeps us from feeling 100%?
he's going to
It's you
continue
guys. It's
treating
you
me like
guys.
crap
No,
until
it's you.
he's
It's
like
you.
where he
No,
wants to be.
no, it's you guys' fault why we don't feel 100%. I don't know
It's
no
not my
king that never
fucking
felt
fault. You're
100%
a man.
that wasn't getting honored. No, that wasn't getting honored. I don't know no man that didn't consider himself king that wasn't getting
It's not
honored from his
my
confidant,
fault.
from his spouse.
It's who you allow into your world and into your space. The same way that it would be my fault that I allow men into my space that don't treat me how I deserve. The same way that you allow women to be in your space and treat you how you feel like you don't deserve. It's what we allow.
No, once you meet somebody, they don't know your DNA. You have to train and teach, not use the word train,
Nobody
but you
knows
have to
my
educate.
DNA.
No, but you
You
can
don't even
educate
know
them on
it.
that.
You don't
No, it's
even
like the
know
bed.
it
It's like the bedroom,
a
right?
lot of the time.
It's like the bedroom, right? You can meet a square in the bedroom and turn
And
him
then you
into
turn
the
her
biggest.
into a freak bitch.
You're not listening. I see why your past is your past. You can educate somebody and bring them up to that level. It's like having
What the fuck
sex.
do you mean by you
You
see
can
why
you
my
can have
past is
sex
my
with
past?
four.
What
Listen,
the fuck
you
do you
can have
mean by my past?
listen. You can have sex with Forrest Gump, and you can turn into Brad Pitt.
No, I really want to know
You
what the fuck you meant by
other with you grow and educate each other. What they're lacking in that area, you build them and strengthen them in that area. And what you're lacking in that area, you ask her, what am I lacking? How can we strengthen this? You don't
But
need
it
a
doesn't sound
psychiatrist
like
to do
you
that.
were on board for that until I really dove into your mind a little bit.
Any relationship I've ever been involved in, I came 100%. I came 100%.
Did you walk away and feel like that?
I didn't walk away and feel like that because of her end.
You didn't walk
I
away
didn't
and
feel
feel like you
honored.
did
I didn't feel
100%?
there wasn't enough loyalty and honesty there.
Did you give her loyalty and honesty?
I'm
Or did
guaranteed.
you give her some
I'm
fucked up
guaranteed.
ass shit and then be like, damn, I reaped some consequences of the way that I showed up as a man. And
Nah,
Hey,
it wasn't
nah.
what you wanted.
Reflection. Look at the screen. Pacific Cali. Here she go.
What, ladies, we will always lose with men. They love to talk about like
Always
right.
No, no, because
All I'm asking is from a man to take yourself from an egotistical space. Take yourself.
but you can only have that
outside
ego
of
if
your
you're showing
ego,
improving.
because I
You
don't
can only
live
have
in
that
that.
ego
I don't
if
know
you're
if
showing.
you see me. I don't know if you see me, but I am not one to live in ego. I am not one to live in ego. I literally live out of love. I'm such a sweetheart. And if you don't see that, then I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
We have a right to live in ego because we're showing improving. Any man that doesn't have an ego, that nigga's not showing improving.
Men want women to show and prove.
We want you guys to show and prove your loyalty. We want you guys to show and prove your honesty. We take care of the rest.
So
We
why are
take
you
care of the
saying
rest.
we do this, but you want us to do this too? So there's an equal part. There's
What
an
do-
equal standard. So why don't
No,
you have
I
equal
I
expectations?
want you to no. We men want you guys to follow our lead.
You want women to follow your lead, most definitely.
No, at all times.
Guess what? A good woman wants to follow a good man's lead. I'm
That's
all with that. I am not
so
going
that's
to
the
argue with you.
right. So we can have so there's our ego. We're being a good leader. Everything we're doing is moving forward.
If a man is a good leader, and you know what, so many women follow men who aren't even good leaders because they want to follow a man's lead. That's what women want to do so bad. And
No,
there's so many
you should know good
men.
leadership. You should know
What?
good leadership. You should know good leadership. If you're not a teenager, you should know good
It's
leadership.
not about knowing good leadership. It's about where is it, and how
You
do you
just
find your match, and how do you, like, you have to do your
Actions.
own inner
Actions.
work. You have to do your
Action.
own inner work, and then you have to find somebody who's actually worth following.
Actions never fails.
Who
Action.
is worth listening
Pattern.
to as a man, especially
Patterns
when
and
you are a strong woman and you know that you can do everything on your own. I don't want to be this strong, independent woman on my own.
it wasn't built that way. It wasn't built that way. We were built to work together.
To be that way. No, we need one
Wasn't-
another.
You can't build a house by yourself.
No, we need one another. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about right now.
Yeah, I just said that. I just said that.
Let me break it up real quick. I want to show you guys. Let me show you this little video, and this from a woman perspective on if friends can be with their ex or not.
Benz, you're so funny. I love your controversial topics of conversation.
Friends can be lovers, lovers can't be friends. And that's a rule.
Oh my god, I just watched this like 2 days ago.
You have energetic ties with them, right? As long as you're in touch with that person, as long as they're in your life, you're feeding that energy lines. And that's why people say cutting cords. When you leave a relationship and you are hoping to maintain a friendship, this person has touched your body, has touched your heart, touched your feeling, touched your mind. It didn't work out. Now they want a different relationship with you. I get it. It's beautiful. It's nice. If there's no animosity, no negativity, why not? Imagine I am sitting with my husband and my ex, and then a song plays, and it's a song me and my ex used to love when we were dating. How disrespectful it is for my husband for me to reminisce something at that moment. Yeah. How easy it is for me to get rid of that ex and not have him in my life and to have that respectful relationship with my man. If I see one of my exes that I've had an amicable separation from, I would say hi, but I don't need you as a friend in my life. But in my case, all my exes were toxic. So if my ex comes and says, let's be friends, I'm like, bro, I was not only your girlfriend, I was your girlfriend and your best friend, and you did me wrong. Why would you do me right now, this time around? So hell no.
Ooh.
See, she just proved my point. She just proved my point. Why do I need to be friends with my ex if she didn't do me right when we was together? It makes no sense.
I would say
It
I would
makes
say
no
love not gonna
sense.
see eye to eye.
With your ex.
If I run into her, cool. I don't have an issue running into her. I'm not gonna flip her the bird and curse her
You
out.
don't need to be
But I ain't
friends
got
with
nothing
your
to say.
ex. You don't need to be friends with your. So if they couldn't love you when you love them with all of your heart, fuck that.
Well, check this out.
No,
Let's cause we've been on the topic for quite a while now. Now there was a second part to the topics here, and it was regarding men getting married. Do you think modern women today are scaring men for marriage? Are there any benefits for a man to want to even get married?
no, not for me, because I'm gonna attack those areas before I walk down the altar. There's paperwork that needs to be signed, and there's angles that need to be dealt with.
It breaks my freaking
I looked at a study today on Forbes, and it said 80% of all divorces filed are by women. 80%.
How terrible must I be for my husband to have
Hold on, y'all. We got a guest coming on. Hold on. What's going on, Miss Lady? Welcome to the show.
Sorry, I was not prepared for this, but
Yo, what's poppin'?
Miss Brandy, everyone. I know she got something to say about that about
everything that I'm saying.
So what are you guys talking about right now?
So now we just hopped on the subject of if there's any benefits for a man to get married.
There's none. If he doesn't take the proper channels, there's none whatsoever. The state is gonna always hold the woman down. The state's gonna always protect the women and kids. There's no love for the man. Only the women and kids.
Okay, you're so
only the women and kids.
Experience that you have.
That's why you guys get to keep the ring. That's why y'all get to keep the ring. That's why y'all get to keep the ring. We get no love.
Okay, so bitter, bro. It left you so.
Why do y'all need the ring? Why do you guys need to keep the ring? Why do y'all need to keep the ring?
Why?
When we get divorced, why do you keep the ring?
The man keeps the ring too.
Yeah, we gotta do one at a time, man.
If you getting rid of me, get rid of me.
This is funny. This guy's
Let me talk. If you're getting rid of me, get rid of me. I want you to go in the closet, throw out all the pictures that we had together, go into your social media, delete all of the photos. If you're getting rid of me, get rid of me.
Are you still holding on super hurt?
No, why do y'all always tie passion to hurt? Why do you always tie passion to pain?
You can't tell I'm passionate, motherfucker.
Like I speak this passionate about rap music.
Hey. Hold on real quick, because like I said, we just brought We brought Brandy on the show. We got to give her a chance to get a word in here.
Brandy, we
So
need your word in here.
we can't have it dominated with you. So hold on. So first of all, we got a comment here on the screen, and they stated the quality of women has gone down. So it's hard to find, I think they meant to say, a good woman these days.
Hey, let me
What do
say
you
something
think?
too. I
What do you-
agree
hold
with
on, let-
that. I
hold on,
agree
let
with
Brandy-
that, Ben. But the quality of men has gone down too, and it's hard to find a good man these
All right,
days.
hold on, but we got to stay on subject because the subject's about women right now. So we can't move the
We
goalpost
gonna
yet.
stay on subject.
So-
Stay on subject. What
Let
was the
Brandy
topic
talk
of
real
this?
quick.
It says, "Can
So
you
given-
be friends with?"
So I
Yeah.
don't believe the quality of men or women have gone down. What I believe is that society has changed us. I believe that people are living in fear. I think people are scared of commitment. The divorce rate is increasing. And I just think if we get back to like the foundational stuff, like we could really improve, I don't believe anybody has.
I don't think that people are living in fear. I think that if we do get back to the foundational stuff, hell yes. But I think that people are living out of fear. I think that people are living in cockiness.
Well, hold on.
That's
Check this out.
me.
Check this out. I've seen a thing that said there is fear. They said that a lot of men, they're not afraid of marriage. They're afraid of divorce. You know, that's what
I
Because
think-
of
I
your
think
money,
people are
if you're
more-
rich, motherfucker, if
you
you're
don't
rich,
even have to be rich. Because check this out. Listen, let's just say I was worth millions, I get a divorce, and let's just say y'all took half. I still
Yeah.
have millions to fall back on.
The
Tiger
dating
Woods, Michael Jordan,
world is crazy.
example,
it's full
right?
of
But
Huh?
if I'm your everyday average guy, maybe I did support my house, took care of the family, my wife, and all of that, and we get divorced. And also, depending on my age, I might fall, and there's no bouncing back. I can lose half my stuff. I can be reliable paying you spousal support. There might not be no bouncing back from that. I could be done. And then you got to be honest, we got some women that are bitter when they go through divorce stages,
right.
and their whole mission is to goddamn destroy you.
I don't
Absolutely.
know.
So-
Yeah, they do it
I
with the kids.
personally,
I
They
don't
do it
know
with
how
the
to
kids.
be bitter like that. I don't
so
know
I
how to be
personally,
bitter
I
like
personally
that.
have been through divorce. I personally have dealt with infidelity. I've personally dealt with having a child. I decided in my divorce that it wasn't worth the war. It was worth the peace. And so what I did is I didn't go after anything. I denied spousal support. I bring in my own income. I try to survive on that. And basically, peace for me was more important for my daughter and myself than it was to go to war with my ex-husband. And
That's
so from that, I've been able to cultivate a healthy relationship. We have our moments, don't get me wrong, but we have a pretty healthy foundation where we're able to have holidays if needed. We're able to get together for events if
That's
needed and whatnot.
That's
And so that's the
beautiful.
kind of, I think everybody has a choice of what kind of culture and environment they want to cultivate.
No.
And
not
if
everybody
you
has a
stay
choice, isn't it?
angry and bitter in your situation and you don't learn from and grow from it, the only person that's being chained down is you. The only person who is living in that is you. Those people, the people who left you, the people who didn't care, they still don't care. The only person you're hurting is yourself. And if you have kids, your kids.
Got you. I like that.
Congrats to you being able to get.
We added one more person to the show. You know,
Okay,
that's a regular on the
I
show.
just
We got Legend here. Welcome.
What up, fam? I'll be right back. Hold on.
Oh,
I
yeah,
want
he
to
ain't
say
ready.
something within that. I want to say something within that.
All right, go ahead.
So I think that what your girl just said, and I loved it. Like I was like, oh, like my heart was doing this. Sometimes you deal with people who are just not like, it's not like you're co-parenting. This is
Absolutely.
not co-parenting.
Mm-hmm.
Like I really heard everything that you said, but like, and I hate to, bring kids back into it because this is just supposed to be about, can you be friends with an ex? But I'm speaking from my personal experiences. So yeah, you don't want to make it toxic. You want to grow. You want to do everything that you said, but It's not always just so straightforward. It's not always so black and white.
No, and absolutely.
One-
And I think it just depends on your situation. But the only thing you can do is you
You
cannot
want to
change
make
people.
it beautiful.
You cannot change people. You only can change your
You can't.
response to what is occurring and to people. You can't
And-
change somebody. You can change how you respond to them. You can
And that's-
change what you do with that. So I
Also-
created a purposeful life. I created a purposeful
let's
life.
get back-
I lost
so let's-
weight. I created a women's group. Like, I used my story to help cultivate an environment that was healthy for me. So even though people, you can't change anybody.
No, you
can't
can't.
change
And I think that
anybody,
that's
but
so
you can change
beautiful.
how you respond to
But
it.
you
and
create
can
your
a-
community, right?
Mhm.
You create your community and
Absolutely.
you grow from what you've been through, or you don't. And you know what?
But we're
Everything that you're saying, some people don't grow from it. Some people don't know how to
Well,
deal with
it's
it.
a
And I
choice, right?
feel
You
like
can choose to
very
stay stuck,
often-
or you can choose to grow. So my motto is grow through what you go through.
Okay, well, what happens? I'm asking you right now. What happens when you are choosing to grow and you are dealing with somebody who is a coercive, narcissistic,
Sure,
abusive
I have dealt with that.
person in your life?
So I have dealt with that. What I have chosen to do is I've learned no response is the best response. It ends it right there and then. I'm able
do you
to
mean no
I'm
response
able
when
to
you have to
respond. I'm
respond?
able to respond back to the facts, which is usually about my daughter, right? So I'm able to respond
you-
back to the facts. And then I create a culture and an environment for myself and my daughter that is
But you have to respond.
positive, that is warm and whatnot.
So how do you respond? Because you have to respond.
Sometimes
because
you can't. Sometimes you have to choose to not respond. I don't get financial help. I was asked to
I don't
support.
like
I don't get financial help. I was asked to support.
I
a
don't
trip
get financial
overseas,
help either.
and I just didn't respond. Sometimes you just can't respond.
I don't get financial help either.
Yeah.
okay. Were you married? You say you don't get financial help. Were you married? No,
Yes.
I know you were.
Yes.
My apologies, forgive me. But the young lady at the top, were you married though?
Yes.
You were married? And
Honey,
who did the
I
state,
said yes 3 times.
who did the state
I said yes 3
rule?
times.
What favor did the state rule in? Your favor or his?
His, because he has a paralegal white wife.
So financially he won.
Financially. And he hasn't won. He's not going to. Do you know
So I
why?
guess it goes back
I
to
won't give up.
All right.
you what again?
I said, do you know why? Because I won't give up.
As you shouldn't. But
Thank you.
overall, now you see how we men feel.
Yeah.
Because
thank
your
you.
case is rare.
I know. Thank you for saying that, honestly.
9 times out of 10, we lose. The state is not in our favor
I know.
as divorced
I
men.
know.
I'm talking about from the house to the dog, even to the bicycle that's in the garage. Y'all get all that shit.
I
And
can't
guess what
even-
we get?
She's winning in fucking court. My ex-husband has a white wife that has blonde hair and blue eyes and is a family law paralegal.
I think I found her. There she go, right there.
And yeah, you
Hey,
know
what
that,
color was he? What
that
color was he?
motherfucker- he's black.
I knew it. That's why me and you have issues. I knew it. You was attacking me mad hard. I said, nah. He was attacking me. Yeah, okay. I knew it.
Hey, so
I
yo,
knew
we
it.
got,
And I'm hurt.
Hey, yo, we got Legend back on the show, man. So I want to bring him up to speed. So we
what's
started
poppin', LG?
off with, if you're able to, if your ex is able to, I mean your current girl is able to stay friends with an ex, and we spoke our mind on that, and now we just jumped over to the whole
Marriage thing, divorce thing. Who wins?
any benefits for a man to get married to today's modern women.
I'm gonna be right back, y'all. I need to go pee.
All right. All right,
Okay,
go
we
ahead.
needed to know that.
Yeah, that's what I was
Got
saying.
anything to say on that, Legend?
Well, my shorty, she ain't being friends with her ex. I'm not trying to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to hear that. I think it really depends, man. Like if she got kids, if they got kids together, naturally they're gonna have to keep it cordial. They gotta get along for the sake of the kids, because I'll be in that same position. So I gotta let that slide. But if they just ain't no kids involved, ain't no boyfriend and girlfriend, or none of that, then ain't no friendship. What would I need to be friends for? You know what I'm saying? And it's not like I'm a jealous dude or nothing like that, but I'm just not with that. You know what I'm saying?
There's
Like,
boundaries.
Yeah,
Respectable boundaries.
It's out of respect. And if she was friends with her, if she was friends with her ex back before we met, once I'm here, if I'm like, yo, you got to cut that out, then you got to cut that out. You know what I'm saying?
With no equivocation. There should be no hesitation to do that. Like, matter of fact, I'll take it even a notch further. She should do it before I even have to check her to do it. She should already do that. Once she realizes I'm her now, man, I'm gonna watch and wait up in the cut and see if she's gonna disengage from him before I have to check and tell her to do it.
Yo, you know what? I agree with what you're saying. But what my thing is, just to be fair about it's like this. You never know how far something gonna go, right? So I'm on it like this. Like, if I just meet a chick, right? And if things start getting a little serious, then I feel like, you know what, I got a little bit more say in it. And the same with her, I'm gonna give her the same respect. If I look at her, like if I'm taking her serious, then you might have some, you know what I'm saying, you might have some dialogue. But if we just starting out, I just met you, we probably went on a date or two or something like that. You can't come in here talking about who this bitch and
this is only if we're locked in. No, this is us locked in. Like, no, we locked in now. We're not just courting or dating. Like, we're in an actual major relationship. Then I'm gonna fall back and see if you're gonna move the pieces according to what it should be in order to respect us.
Right.
And then if you do that without me having to ask you to do it, not tell you to do it, but ask you to do it, then that's going to add my aggression to make sure I'm a full-time provider and everything. Because I'm going to be like, ooh, this girl really loved me because I didn't even have to check her or tell her to remove that situation out of our situation now.
Yeah.
What did you say? Amp your aggression?
So let me ask y'all this. So we got a comment on the screen here from Dustin. And she said social media pretty much ruined everything for people. They're watching everything and believing everything that they're seeing on there.
People, it moved it for weak people. It did it to weak people. I can be on social media all day and it would never affect the person I'm with. Ever.
Well, I don't even know why you're talking about weak people and you're saying that you're going to be on social media all day, because you shouldn't be on fucking social media all day. You are not a weak person.
But look,
figuratively speaking, it doesn't influence my relationship.
Hold on for a sec. I think because we can't compare the two.
Making a lot of money all day on social media.
Listen, we can't compare the two between men and women because we probably do social media and view it differently. Men, they're probably looking at social media with all the thirst traps. You see the women on there half naked all the time, and they do it for attention because men are going to watch them. You have women on social media looking at the fake fantasies that some men post. Oh, look at my car. Look how much the stack of money I'm holding. Look at my designer clothes. Oh yeah, I'm on these trips. And women, that can entice women. They're like, oh, I want to live that life. I want to be a part of that lifestyle. So we look at probably social media differently than how man looks at it versus how a woman looks at it.
That's true.
Minded human being to look at shit like that and think that it's something. Okay? So for you, I don't like that. I don't like for like a man to be or a woman to be, oh my God, you're following this guy or you're talking to this guy or this person is DM and he has all this money and you think, no, I don't think shit about that person that has all this money and these nice cars and this person or that person who's there for them. No, I think about what the person who is in my face, who is in my life, who is in my presence, who is in my energy, and what they are doing for me. So people who don't think like that, I think are weak-minded.
Oh, and that's good.
So with what I said earlier.
Or lazy. Like for instance, say for you have this man, you say, hey, I'm not impressed by what I see other men have on social
Nope,
media.
not
Right?
at all.
Right. So as a strong woman, I would think that, hey, those are nice things. We are a team.
But
Let me help my
I want
man.
to get
Let
them by
me
my.
well, hold on. Let me help my man attain those things.
I like
That's
that.
what the teamwork is about.
I like
You know what I
that
mean?
idea. Yeah.
Like, and then as far as the pictures with women now, like to me, and this is my personal opinion, all the women looking the same to me now. It don't matter between ugly or she's pretty or whatever. All you need is $10,000. All you looking the same. I'll just go drop you off.
I don't look the same.
They
I'm
look
different.
the same because they
I
all getting.
I will drive your ass crazy more
These
different than the
women
next
are
bitch.
getting the BBLs,
And I will
the
bring you
mommy
more peace than
makeovers.
the next bitch.
But
So I
I
don't
went to
give a
Miami
fuck
recently.
how I look.
All the women look the same.
I
They
don't
all
give
look
a
the
fuck how I
same.
look. I
So
don't
you
give
be
a
like,
fuck how I
oh,
look.
your girl.
Right?
You
No,
can
we
think your
don't
girl.
look the same. My
Hold
titties
on,
do
hold
not
on.
look.
Let me land it. Let me land it. She's still
I
going.
don't think she
Look,
understand what you mean.
she don't understand what I'm saying.
Mm-mm.
You could go drop her off and make her look like you can. Let's just say with women, you can improve them. Let's put it like that. That's why this cosmetic stuff done took off now. From wrinkles to BBLs to mommy makeovers, tummy tucks, bow tie. I mean, just everything. She's still talking. Look.
On objects inside of their bodies.
She's not getting it.
She don't.
She's not
So it
understanding.
wasn't me.
It's like, ayo, ma. Let me just say it. Let me put it to you like this, right? If a woman is constantly on social media and she's looking at a bunch of dudes, right? And all the dudes that she look at, they all buffed up and they got fucking 6-packs and 8-packs and they hold on. Let me just finish.
I have a quick statement to say to you. While you sat back and you said she ain't getting it, I'm not looking at what you said.
We understand that, but listen to the point.
But so what I'm saying, what Fred is saying is like this: like if you seeing every dude that you look at, they all got nice bodies, they all fit, they all look like they work for the fire department. After a while, all of these motherfuckers look the same. We're not saying they all have the same facial features. We all know that some got darker nipples, some got big ass nipples, some gonna have a little bit more muscles in their bodies and all of that. But after a while, if you're looking at a bunch of if for me, let's just say,
but you can't remake me.
So what I'm trying to say is, if you're seeing one pretty woman, you're seeing them all.
I'm not even saying I'm pretty. I'm just saying you can't remake me.
We're not talking about
singling out nobody like that. That's not the point that he was trying to make. Once you see something over and over and over and over, this should get repetitive. It's like all these women look the same. You think one woman with a bonnet on their head look the same as look different than the next? All I see is bitches with bonnets on their fucking heads. They all look the same to me. That shit is tacky. I don't give a fuck how classy no woman is. When I see you with a bonnet, you look the same as the last chick I seen with a bonnet. And I'm not saying I got shit against women with bonnets.
That was your mom.
But I'm just saying that's the point he's trying to make.
That was your mama.
Say what?
That could have been your mom that had the bonnet on her head.
It couldn't have been my mom. My mom don't play that shit.
But
I got family members and friends that do it, and to each their own. I'm not saying I'm against it. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm trying to say is, what he was saying was, after you see so much of the same thing, you can't tell the difference between who's who, because that's what everybody's doing. If everybody's twerking, you can't even tell who's twerking the best, who can't twerk, who got ass. They all twerking and shit all looks the same.
You follow looks, you follow heart.
No, that's not what we're trying to say though. Like, I get what you're saying, but that's not the point that I'm trying to explain, like what Fred was trying to make.
I'm too emotional for this shit.
Nah, you good. You just gotta have an open mind. You gotta have a more open mind, because
and do what I told, what I not told. I gotta be careful
on shit. So
do what I asked you earlier. Follow good leadership.
I do, but I don't think that it's like I'm having such a very difficult time with men right now, thinking that women are supposed to do all these things and they are not taking accountability for what a man's supposed to do. And there's so many.
I've never expected a woman to do all those things ever.
Oh my God, no! It's
You know,
like
I get my rocks off for doing.
Loyalty
I get-
from a woman, but men can't give that back, and you know
I can.
that you can't, and you know
I
that
have.
you can't.
I have.
No, that don't apply to all. You're not talking about all men, right?
I don't know.
You're not talking
I
about
have
all
on
men
several occasions. I have.
You're not just the same way you distinguish yourself from all women. You single. You know what I'm saying? Like you do your own thing. You in your own lane. You can't put all men in the same lane. That's why I'm asking you. Like, you can't say that. You can't make an umbrella statement like that and just say men don't reciprocate that loyalty that women, because.
But it sounds like you guys don't even want it.
We just want it with the right people. That shit is just as hard for us to find it as it is for y'all to find it. Niggas ain't loyal, but these hoes ain't loyal either. You see what I'm saying? So
but it sounds like you guys don't even
share the
want
same
it.
struggle. We share the same struggle. Like that. Don't think men got it easier than women. Y'all can't find good dudes. We can't find good women either. Where the fuck is all the good women at?
We're looking for a partnership achievement. We're looking for the achievement. If we're achieving what you're requesting, you should be achieving what we're requesting. Simple as that. Not rocket science.
You should be achieving what we are requesting.
You should be achieving what we're requesting as we achieve what you're requesting.
That sounds a
You
little
want the
bit
house,
better.
the car, the white picket fence?
And I don't
If
even-
we're handling that and we're achieving that, then you take care of that, what we're requesting.
You're speaking to a woman with a one-of-a-kind mind. I'm a little crazy, don't get me wrong.
All women are, just a little bit. Hey, but can I rewind it back a little bit?
Sir.
Yeah,
Can I rewind it back a little bit? I wanted to touch on when with the whole social media is ruining shit. I hate when people say that shit.
Me too, but it's
because
I
social
just said
media
it's
is not
the weak
ruining
people.
It's kind of
social media is not ruining shit. If
Yes,
you
it
if you
is.
see something, we already know. Don't believe everything you see or read, right? If you believe you let social media dictate how you interact with people in real life, then social media ain't the problem. Your ass is the problem.
Thank you. Or how
See
you
what I'm
interact
saying?
with
It's
your
not
partner.
social media. People use social media and say they blame the shit on social media way too loosely. Like my shorty, she can never come to me. Trust me, I'm not gonna let my shorty get away with none of that shit. I'm not gonna be like social media fucking you up. Now I'm gonna sit her ass down and I'm gonna tell her what she need to hear and be
Okay,
like,
but-
fuck what you seeing on social media. We ain't doing that here. Like, because once the cameras is off and once the phones is turned off and all that social media is out the picture, you still got to deal with me. You see what I'm saying? So all that social media is ruining shit. Fuck out of here with that shit. I just an excuse for weak ass
Fuck
people.
outta here with
Social
that
media
That
ain't
part.
doing nothing. That's just weak people blaming that
That
shit on
part.
social media.
Okay, so I
That's my opinion, though.
1000% hear what you're saying, okay?
All right.
I 1000% hear what you're saying, because if that's your person, then that's your fucking person. And they're
Mhm.
going to be there for you at the end. Like, I love you, daddy. Like, I love you. Like, I don't even, like, we're going through hardships. We're going through whatever we're going through. You're still my daddy. You're still my person. You're still everything.
Leader. I need you to say that
You
word.
can't. Yes. But does social
Honor
media
me.
does social media disrupt it the same? Does it disrupt it a little bit? Does it dysregulate it? Yes. And yes.
Hey, remember when Freddie Benz, he said women get on it, they be seeing all of this shit that niggas be posting, and they see a lot of facades, basically, is what I'm saying. And if like my shorty,
Oh shit.
like my shorty, she thought relationships was like the shit you see on TV. You know what I'm saying? And I had to break that shit down. Like, nah, that's not real life. What you see on TV, there's some truth to it, but that's not real life. So that's why I say with the social media shit, don't worry about what the fuck you see on social media. That shit ain't real. Social media is like a alter ego for most motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? For most people, that's a a fake life that they live on social
Okay,
media.
so I have a
Yeah,
question for you because
check
you're
it. Social media, check this. Social media is like the Easter bunny. You know, when you used to go in the store and you see them chocolate Easter bunnies? As a kid, I used to think the motherfuckers was solid all the way through. My mom brought one of them fucking Easter bunnies home. I unwrapped that gold wrapping off, and I went and bite into that motherfucker, and that shit just crumbled like an egg. That's social media. Crumbling like a motherfucking Easter bunny, because it ain't solid.
Okay. But because I have 3 of you guys on here right now.
You like that, huh?
No. I feel so
But no.
awkward. I'm a little intimidated and I'm not used to that feeling.
That's that leadership. That's that alpha energy right there. You're
Within
talking
me?
to 3 winners. You're talking to winners. All 3. You're on the Brady Bunch, but you're on the lower square. We're at the top.
Don't tell me that. Why don't you uplift me, motherfucker?
I just did.
Crazy.
No, you didn't.
You're around leaders, so you should feel honored. Take some of these jewels we're giving you. Next time you find that next John Doe.
So next time that you find the woman of the woman that gives you a little bit of joy that you've never felt, a little bit of peace that you're not used to.
What jewels do you have for me? What should I do? Give me some knowledge.
Listen to her. Try to see her. Don't.
What should I expect from her, though?
Rub her motherfucking
What should I?
feet. Listen to her. And right now, because I feel like you're not going to get, like, if I was to have I don't want your phone number. I'm not trying to text you, but I'm saying.
No, we're just talking. This is open dialogue. It's okay.
Because there's him, because there's me, because I don't feel like I'm going to be able to speak through this platform. But I would say, like, in my best of abilities, I'm a writer. Like, I like to write books. I like to text. I like to write poems. I'm a text. I speak through my words.
So that's your best source of communication with your partner?
Yeah, and that person has hated it.
I can understand why he hated it. I can understand why. Because I want to talk to you personally. I'm not responding to your text messages while I'm trying to work and I'm at my job and I'm on the clock. And now you text me about this emotional shit. I'm not trying to go in the restroom just to respond and text you back. When I tried to talk to you, I tried to talk to you before we left the crib. I tried to talk to you before I left the crib.
Hey, listen
So
to me.
I feel, no, you built your relationship.
Has ever been like that?
Let me talk. Let me talk.
It's never been a struggle like that.
You distant. You built your relationship on that texting and message distance shit.
Oh no,
We don't do that.
I write letters. Like, you know,
fuck
like
them
your
letters.
grandma and grandpa, maybe you didn't know.
No, why can't you talk to him personally?
You don't know how to fucking write a letter, but I like.
I'm a rapper.
I'm a rapper too. Call me.
Spit something.
Ginetta.
Spit something about marriage.
Stay on topic.
Spit something about marriage.
Hey, so listen, I got a couple of people in the chat, in the comment section saying to let her finish her statement.
Yes, thank you.
People interrupted me the whole time. Okay, finish. Okay, I'm gonna do the Kanye. I'm gonna let you finish.
Go ahead, Miss Lady. You got the floor.
I didn't need your permission to do that, motherfucker.
I'm Kanye West right now. I'm gonna let you finish.
All right, weirdo.
Well, goddamn.
That's why I put the mask on. I wanted to be talked about.
You're pissing me off.
See what happens when we give you the floor?
Okay.
That's why we're the leaders. That's why we're the leaders. The art of dialogue. We're trying to educate. We're trying to spit the knowledge.
Okay, I'm going to say some things that I've been biting my tongue on.
Now you see that? Let's see that on the screen. It said, let her finish her statement. We got another one said, come on, let her speak.
Thank you. But really, I just feel like First off, the simple fact that you are wearing a fucking mask, take that shit off. Like, I don't know what else to say. Why the fuck are you wearing that whack ass mask?
You know why? You know why?
No. Why are you wearing that mask? What? I don't even. Whatever answer
Because-
that you have is not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. I'm not going to accept it. Why are you wearing that mask? Did
Because
you start in COVID and did you not stop?
I'm wearing it because it's being talked about right now.
Yo.
But is it deflecting in
somebody's house and we about yo, you know what though? I ain't gonna lie. I will be that person that you can call and be like, yo, I want to go make this move. We gonna do this. We gonna do that. I will show up with you. I'll show up in the mask just like you. I just want to know why you're wearing it right now.
just for gimmicks? That's it. But it doesn't dumb down the knowledge I'm spitting through the math.
I didn't say it did.
Wisdom is not going to always come in the package you want.
I did not say that it did.
You more or less worried about this math than the jewels I'm spitting.
I'm listening to all the jewels you spitting.
Hey, check this out, y'all.
Hey, can I say
hit
something?
that
Can I
hour mark.
interject?
We
Can
done
I-
hit that hour mark, man, and it's been fun. We done touched on both topics there.
Hold
We'll try to come back.
on. Not to cut you off. Can I just answer the second part of the question that you asked?
Yes,
earlier?
you can.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate you, fam. Okay, so look, with the whole is marriage beneficial? What was it like? Is marriage beneficial
For a
to
man.
the men? How was that? How did you guys say? Like, do men get anything out of being married nowadays? Like,
Yes.
Oh my god, I love that one. So
no, like I mean, like this. You know what? There's no real one way to answer that question because, and this is how I see it. Like, I've been in a marriage where I benefited. We only tend to say when shit goes left, and when now you looking at all the shit that you didn't get. You know what I'm saying? Now you looking at how it didn't benefit you, but were there benefits while you were married? Like I can't sit up and be like, yo, now that I'm divorced, this bitch wasn't worth my time. And women can't say that shit either because there always gonna be good times and there's always gonna be ups as before the downs. You know what I'm saying? The ups always come before the downs. So when motherfuckers get divorced, don't act like it wasn't all good just a week ago or a month or a year, whatever the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm just figuratively speaking. But there's some like there's niggas out here that fumble the bag. There's women out here that fumble the bag. They get married to dudes, and it's like, yo, that's the man of your dreams. You don't even realize the shit until you fuck up and fumble the bag, and now you fuck that nigga, he ain't shit, and niggas ain't whatever. But he took care of you. He made sure that you ain't want for nothing. He made sure that you ain't had to pay for no bills. He took care of your kids if you had kids. He did all of this shit. Bought your ass a whip. Bought you the crib that you wanted, whatever the fuck it might be. And it goes both ways. And how it's gonna go, because I've been married where I benefited too. So it depends. That's why I said there's no real one way to say that are men benefiting from marriage this day, like today, that like the way I don't know if it's the way they used to, whatever, but I think it all depends on who the people is and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my opinion on it, man. Like, because some fuck a marriage, I'd have had pussy that I regret with no ring. You see what I'm saying? Like every you know what I'm saying? Every man that had a piece of ass, they like fuck. You know what I'm saying? Every woman had that piece of dick that they wish that they wouldn't have laid in bed with. Like, you don't even need a ring to tell you whether or not your time was wasted with the person that you just got done with. You know what I'm saying? So marriage and all of that shit, I think it's unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? You don't need no fucking paper, no rings and all that extra shit to establish where y'all at in your relationship. But as far as it being a waste and as are women ruining this shit, I don't know, man. Like, it depends. I don't think women are ruining this shit because I don't think marriage is like, it's not even popular like the way it was. Ain't nobody even getting married these days. It's not about that. Like, life is different. You know what I'm saying? Life is different. Like, we're not in that era where people are dying to get married and meet Prince Charming and whatever the female version of Prince Charming might be or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, we passed that shit. This generation, the times we in, marriage ain't even part of the fucking equation. Niggas are trying to get money and do all kinds of other shit. Life is way more busier than just getting married to somebody and settling the fuck down. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my take on the whole marriage shit, man. Like, that's just me though.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Who can't who can't be heard?
She said, can we hear her?
Yeah. Okay, so do you know how sad this is to hear? Like how much this breaks my fucking heart, how much this hurts me, like to hear what you're saying, how different like how times have completely changed things, and like it's just a completely different world that we live in. When you have a woman that really wants to just love you, like really fucking love you, like be a good woman to you, like have those old school type of ways with you and just fucking love you, and then you like hear like, oh, that shit doesn't exist anymore, and then let me preach this part to you.
Okay.
So then you have that woman, you have that solid ass woman that thinks that way, that is like, I want to ride or die for my man. And then she knows, because he not only does he act, but he tells her what you just fucking did right now, and is like, oh yeah, that shit don't exist anymore. I'm not gonna wake up and say I feel lucky to have you by my side, bitch. I'm not going to wake up every single day and feel like I trust you. You are somebody who I trust my life with. You are somebody who I trust to have my kids. You are somebody who I trust to, you know, like, no, I want power movements. I want money movements. I'm trying to build a fucking castle. I'm trying to build money and make money movements. So if you're going to be on my fucking team like that, then maybe we can talk. But that love shit is gone and out the table. But then you want to talk to that girl that really has your fucking back and loves you, and you wonder why maybe she doesn't, because all you're treating her as like a fucking business statement. Or
are you replying to me? Are you replying to what I just said?
I don't know.
I think you might be, and I think you might misunderstood some of the things that I said. I totally get what you're saying though. So I'm not going.
Why you laughing, motherfucker?
I'm not going to backtrack, whatever. But I'm gonna just say this. You right though. You right about the part when you said that ride or die bitch, right? If a dude could find that ride or die chick that's just here when the nigga get home. And I'm not, and I know women gonna kill me in the comments, so I'm ready for it.
And they're doing it right down the screen.
It's nothing.
I just started reading the comments. I just saw that wine whooping her ass.
Hey, I can't talk because Ben's keep muting me. Come on, cuz.
Oh, you ain't muted, boy.
You keep muting me. I'm not saying shit else.
No, boy.
Oh, shit.
Hey, look,
fuck
real
you.
quick.
Fuck you, Dustin. Cameron, fuck you. Oh, fuck you.
Fuck you, Dustin. See, wow. If you could find the right one and she a ride or die, then the marriage would be worth it, man. If you find that one nigga that'll rub your feet, suck your titties, and massage your back and take care of you, then the marriage might be worth it. You know what I'm saying? It depends on who you with.
Find that?
Like you said, if you find that ride or die, because that's all we be wanting, man. We don't be wanting no crazy
find that
shit
one.
you know what I'm saying? That be on some wild shit.
What if you find like 15 that will do that?
You bugging the fuck out. One of y'all is enough. More than enough.
What the fuck?
All right, y'all. But hey, it's getting real in the comments though,
What
man.
the
So,
fuck?
Hey,
I'm gonna go ahead and end the podcast. So y'all, I want to thank y'all for the night for coming on, man. It was real. I appreciate y'all too, man. It was a lot of energy on here tonight, boy, and all that back and forth. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm
But-
coming back with the mask. I'm coming back with the mask. This is my new MO.
So, hey, man. Oh man, y'all turned up tonight, man.
Yeah.
PB Quick,
Crazy.
man. Yeah, we gonna sign out. So,
I think it's crazy.
Callie, it was fun, man. To see you, Keisha, all y'all. Hey, chill, you too, bro.
Yeah,
But
for real, man.
legend.
Hold on, before you get off the phone, let's do something real quick, please. God bless
Uh-oh.
you.
Uh-oh.
God bless you. God bless you.
Oh,
God bless
thank
your
thank
kids.
you.
God bless your friends. God bless your mother, father, aunties. Like, God bless all your loved ones. I don't even know you guys like that, but I just want
I
to wish
appreciate you.
well.
Hey,
Back
man.
at you.
Man,
These
yeah,
comments
bless you
is
too.
crazy.
Boy, these comments, boy, y'all got me rolling. Boy, y'all had me
Yeah, the
laughing. for the
comments
last
is
30
crazy.
minutes, boy. God damn, man.
If we didn't create
Y'all
nothing
crazy
else,
in
we
the comments.
created a buzz, baby. That's what we got to do.
God,
Create a
really.
buzz, bring the attention. All the bees gonna flock to the honey. The
Hell
podcast,
yeah.
stand on it. That's the honey.
So yeah. Hey, we all gonna stand on everything we said. So just to sign out, man. No, you can't be friends with your ex. So
Fuck
get that out of
no.
the equation. And and are women ruining the relationships today? Let's see.
Fuck that shit. Don't put it
Yes,
on
and I
women.
stand on it.
Accountability. Men need to take accountability. Woman,
Oh, Jesus
men
Christ.
need to take accountability.
All right, we got to sign on now, y'all. But yeah, I'm gonna try to tune back in tomorrow and bring another topic up. Appreciate all y'all tuning in tonight. Salute all y'all tonight, brother. And everybody have a good night.
All right, take
Y'all
accountability.
likewise.
As a man, I'm gonna take